Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has addressed the US deportation issue in the Rajya Sabha. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar stated that the process is managed by the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement Authority. He highlighted that the deportation process is not new and the centre will share details of deportation since 2009. Mr. S. Jaishankar said India was actively engaging with the US government to ensure that deported individuals are not subjected to mistreatment. He also reaffirmed that it is the responsibility of every country to accept the return of its nationals found residing illegally abroad. Meanwhile, the Congress raised protests over the deeply distressing and humiliating manner in which illegal immigrants were deported from the US to India in both houses, leading to repeated adjournments. Anand Singh, my colleague, joins us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Anand, thank you for joining us. Well, this is obviously becoming a big issue, not only in the houses, but the matter of fact, it should be an issue with the ministry as well, taking this up with the Americans on why our Indian brethren were mistreated like this. Anand?
Yeah, Vineet, look, the way in which the Indians staying illegally in... Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, Vineet, the way in which Indians were deported from US who were staying there illegally, about 104 of them returned to Punjab, Amritsar yesterday only in a military plane of the US military. So clearly, war of words has erupted over here in India, even with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar mentioning in the Rajya Sabha that how it is the obligation of all the countries to accept their nationals in the country when they are deported back from any of the countries where they are staying illegally. He also mentioned that the government is engaging with the US government so that none of the Indians are mistreated. However, the opposition parties over here, they have alleged that the way in which Indians were chained and handcuffed, this is an insult not only to India but also the Indians. And even Rahul Gandhi, who is the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, he also shared a tweet and he said that this is a kind of inhumanity that has been done with the Indian nationals and the government must engage with the US government on this issue. Even Randeep Singh Surjewala, the Congress leader in the Rajya Sabha, he also intervened when the External Affairs Minister was speaking in the Parliament and he asked that why such humiliation was being meted out to Indians as they were handcuffed. And then the External Affairs Minister said that this should not be made a big issue because deportations have been happening for years. So clearly, the EAM said that the Indian government has asked the US authorities not to use restraint with the Indians who are being deported back, and he even mentioned that the women and children who were deported back to India, they were not subject to any restraint. So clearly he said that Indian government is engaging and they are trying to find out that how this problem of people leaving, going and settling in other countries illegally, that how they went there, who were the people behind them to send them back. So clearly he said that all these things will be found out after being carried proper investigation in the same. And then the Indian Youth Congress also staged a protest at outside its office over here as they tried to walk towards the Parliament House. They were detained by the Delhi police personnel over here, and they were also mentioning that how the Indians and it was an insult to India, the way in which the Indian people were sent back, deported back to Amritsar yesterday in a US military plane. Back to you, Vineet.
All right, let's listen into this reaction coming in.
Exchanges constitute the bedrock of our deepening ties with the United States. Indeed, more than any other relationship, mobility and migration has had a key role to play in enhancing its quality. Sir, the House would also share the view of the government that it is in our collective interest to encourage legal mobility and discourage illegal movement. In fact, illegal mobility and migration has many other associated activities, also of an illegal nature. Moreover, those of our citizens who have been inveigled into illegal movement themselves become prey to other crimes. They are trapped into both moving and working under inhumane conditions. Members are aware that unfortunately there have even been fatalities in the course of such illegal migration, and has been ongoing for several years. I would like to share with the House details of deportation from the United States since 2009. Their numbers, years-wise, as available with our law enforcement authorities, is as follows. 2009, number of deportees 734. 2010, 799. 2011, 597. 2012, 530. 2013, 515. 2014, 591. 2015, 708. 2016, 1303. 2017, 1024. 2018, 1180. 2019, 2042. 2020, 1889. 2021, 805. 2022, 862. 2023, 617. 2024, 1368. 2025, 104. So, deportations by the US are organized and executed by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE authorities. It is the obligation of all countries to take back their nationals if they are found to be living illegally abroad. This is naturally subject to an unambiguous verification of their nationality. This is not a policy applicable to any specific country, nor indeed one only practiced by India. It is a general accepted principle.
All right, meanwhile, let's listen.